No, we are going this side.
One, two, three.
Okay.
Go.
Today is a very big day for Jinja Hospital because of the two facilities that will be commissioned this morning. I want to thank you so much for choosing Jinja. I know you could have gone anywhere else, but thank you for supporting Jinja because you're supporting a community of 4 million people. So thank you so much. I want to just touch a bit on the issues raised by the leaders concerning the infrastructure here. I didn't realize this hospital was so old. Almost everything is old. I think that you in the Ministry of Health need to do better planning to ensure that this facility is rehabilitated. Hospital of 1937, it's a long time. Then, what would I even get a motorcycle? Planning your ministry. Kirudu eri Kampala. Kawempe eri Kampala. Murago eri Kampala. Women's Hospital eri Kampala. Cancer Hospital eri Kampala. Heart Hospital eri Kampala. Really? It was okay when we were 8 million people. Now we are 45. Omukana mmoja avekana mmoja okona dialysis Kirudu. Doctor. Tibirungi naire. Tibirungi naire. Atesting abakaba barero banja bakoba. Twanga obubalire ministry ebanga inene. Entegeke yo tinungi. Kansubire nti let me thank the members of Parliament for the work done in the Health Committee and the push to improve the specialization especially, and I hope that those in charge will listen and make sure that something is done. I'm happy that finally the ban on recruitment has been lifted because our people were really being underserved. Now, I've also heard from here that the cost of running the oxygen plant is very, very high. The director has just informed me that the tariff for the hospital is not friendly. So it's something I will have to take up in the cabinet to make sure that service industry like the hospitals are given a preferential rate because they're rendering a service to the population. I want to thank the UPDF Engineering Brigade. They've done a great job. Thank you so much for your professionalism, and thank you for doing the work in a very, very record time. Now, we talked about the need for trauma center in Jinja, in Soga. Of course, Jinja is on the highway from Mombasa to Rwanda, so the traffic is heavy. And one of the things we have been advocating for a long time is a government training school, government driving training school. Because the people, all these Ugandans are talking about, they are training Kaweri midday, you know, private sector. It's important that the government takes up this issue. We've talked about it many, many times, but has not yet happened. But I think to do one of the areas where our drivers can be trained professionally so that they perform better. I support the Busoga Health Zone. Actually, I've had discussions with the City Land Board of Jinja and asked them to ensure that we get land as quickly as possible to build those facilities so that our people can have better services and they stop going to Kampala. You know, just going to Kampala from Jinja is a nightmare. Just the traffic alone, just sitting to go to Jinja to Kampala. You first worry before you get into the taxi because of the distance, the congestion, traffic jam, and so on. So I want to appeal, Virus, I want to appeal to you to ensure that this is done very quickly so that we get our facilities. I also want to inform you that we have agreed that the electric charging station will be somewhere also here within Jinja City. Something which we agreed within the government, that the first charging terminal for Uganda should be here in Jinja to also increase capacity of our people and help us to cut. People to be more vigilant on the issue of mpox, stop shaking hands, stop embracing, because this is one of the ways that is spreading, and I want to urge our people to take more interest. I've noted the concern that there is no facilities for maintenance of these patients who are in the isolation centers. I don't know what you can say about it, Dr. Raro. The isolation center does not have support. Do you not have any plans at the moment? Well, what can you tell the people of Mayuge? What can you tell the people of Mayuge who have asked for support for this 17 case? JICA, Japan International Cooperation Agency, for their support, which has been long-standing. Thank them for their support and commitment to the people of Uganda, and look forward to further developments. Now, I also want to thank Samuel Leeds for the additional work they are doing in Iganga and Luka, all of which is impacting on our people. When will the Ugandans have their own foundations? They're supporting I want to when shall we have those foundations? I want to appeal to the business community of Busoga, the industrialists, to put in more energy in developing this area from which they make money. This is the economy where they make money, so I want to appeal to them to increase their support to our social and health infrastructure. So with that, I'm happy to be here. Maybe ekintu ekindi bana nimumwateeka omukolo abantu mukikumi bayogera abantu kikumi ng'omuntu ati alima ali bawuliriza kyenda mulongose nga singa abantu tulubogerenga aye ole yayogera yala muli kyole kyayogere nole kyayogere ife abatya mukuliisa bajja okutukunga okoye so mulongose muko ku nsonga eyo. So let me invite our team to go and do the commissioning. Thank you so much and have a good day.
Thank you very much, Engineer George or team. the Commissioner for Health Infrastructure, Minister of Health. Right now I'm in Jinja Regional Referral Hospital in the oxygen plant house, where we have installed an equipment of 4.4 billion Uganda shillings, and the cost of construction of this structure was 600 millions. This structure was constructed by our gallant UPDF soldiers at the cost of 600 millions. So the total cost of this project, the construction and the installation of supply and installation of this equipment, comes to 5 billion Uganda shillings. Now, these equipment are 20 across the country. All our national referral hospitals, all our 16 regional referral hospitals have oxygen plants of this capacity. This oxygen plant is able to generate or produce for us 350 cylinders of oxygen per day, that is in 24 hours. But we normally factor it, you allow for some errors. So I can confidently say from this plant we can get 300 cylinders of oxygen, that is optimally. This plant is from Germany, from renowned manufacturers. If well used and well maintained, we don't need to think of buying any new oxygen plant for the next 10 years or so. We simply need to service it, repair and maintain very well. 300 cylinders of oxygen in this region is completely adequate for the block. That is the Busoga block. Of course, we are in the process of having another oxygen plant installed in Iganga, but a small one, just a very small one, so that of about 20 cylinders, so that you don't keep running up and down. Iganga is one of those high volume facilities. We got, with partnership from UNICEF, they're putting for us an oxygen plant there. So Busoga will be having this plant here, which is of 300 cylinders per day. We have our old one, which is still able to serve us. That, if well serviced, can produce for us about 300, about 30 cylinders per day. The one of Busoga, of Iganga, is about 20, so 20 plus 30, that is 50 plus, this is 300. So in this block, this Busoga block, we can get 350 cylinders of oxygen. Even if another pandemic came like the other one, COVID-19, in terms of oxygen, we are very ready. Yeah, every sweet thing has the other sour part of it. This oxygen plant consumes a lot of electricity. If you are to run it 24 hours times 7 times the 30 days in a month, you need about 30 million shillings for the electricity. Of course, there's the cost of servicing. You need to keep servicing. You need to keep oiling, cleaning, and making sure it is in a very good running state. So in terms of oxygen in this country, I want to assure the nation that the oxygen plants we have installed can generate or can produce 6,000 cylinders of oxygen per day. And if all the beds were to be occupied in the hospitals, and quite a number of them are on oxygen, we need about only 5,000 cylinders per day, but we are able to generate 6,000 cylinders of oxygen in Uganda. So that is how safe we are for the next so many years.
Yeah.